Welcome to Stoic Way, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. In this video, we're diving deep into the transformative power of mental strength and how mastering your mind can redefine every aspect of your existence. If you've ever wondered why some people seem unshakable in the face of adversity, while others crumble under pressure, you're about to discover the answer. Rooted in the timeless teachings of Marcus Aurelius Stoicism, this exploration will challenge your assumptions and reveal the incredible potential within you. Stick around until the end for eye-opening insights that could change the way you approach life forever. The power of your thoughts, the foundation of mental strength. Imagine this: every single day, your brain generates approximately 70,000 thoughts. That's an extraordinary amount of mental activity, and it's far from random noise. Each thought carries weight, influencing your emotions, decisions, and ultimately the trajectory of your life. As the Stoics wisely taught, it isn't the events themselves that disturb us, it's our judgments about them. This profound insight underscores the immense power of thought. By learning to control your thoughts, you essentially take charge of your reactions and, in turn, your reality. Consider how a single negative thought early in the morning can set the tone for your entire day. It might lead to irritation or sadness, affecting every interaction and decision you make. However, the Stoics would remind us that we have the power to challenge and transform that initial thought. For instance, if you wake up feeling overwhelmed by the day ahead, instead of letting that feeling spiral, you can remind yourself of past challenges you've overcome. This shift isn't just about positive thinking. It's about grounding your thoughts in reality and your own capabilities. This practice doesn't involve suppressing negative thoughts or emotions. Instead, it's about observing them, understanding their origins, and deciding how much influence they'll have over you. Enter the Stoic concept of the inner citadel. Picture your mind as a fortified city. Outside the walls, events unfold, people say things, life happens. But inside those walls, you are sovereign. You decide which thoughts will enter and which will remain outside. This mental discipline protects you from unnecessary distress and keeps you effective, rational, and focused on what truly matters. By practicing control over your thoughts, you also enhance your ability to prioritize. The Stoics emphasize focusing on what is within our control and letting go of what isn't. When you stop wasting energy fretting about things beyond your influence, you free up resources to invest in areas where you can make a difference. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or your feelings. It means approaching situations from a position of strength and choice. Understanding the power of thought equips you with a tool not just for personal happiness, but for profound transformation. The next time you find yourself caught in a storm of negative thinking, remember this: it's not the situation causing you to suffer, it's your thoughts about it. You hold the key to better experiences, a more fulfilling life, and true mental strength, all by mastering the realm of your thoughts. Embracing adversity, turning obstacles into opportunities. Adversity is an inevitable part of life. Yet it's not the adversity itself that defines us, it's how we respond to it. The Stoics regarded adversity as a crucial element of human existence, something that tests our character and pushes our limits. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound insight reveals that obstacles are not merely hurdles to overcome, they are opportunities for growth and self-improvement. When faced with a challenge, whether it's a professional setback, personal loss, or even a global crisis, our natural instinct might be to retreat or lament our misfortune. However, adopting a Stoic mindset encourages us to ask ourselves, what can this experience teach me? This simple question transforms the nature of our experience, turning adversity into a classroom. The Stoic approach doesn't minimize the pain or difficulty of tough situations. Instead, it focuses on extracting value from them. Every challenge you encounter is a chance to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and courage. For example, Losing a job might initially seem like a devastating blow to your career. However, it also offers the opportunity to reassess your path, discover new opportunities, or develop skills you've been neglecting. Similarly, dealing with difficult people teaches you the virtues of patience and understanding, honing your ability to handle interpersonal conflicts more effectively. Moreover, embracing adversity fuels our growth by pushing us out of our comfort zones. It's comfortable to stick to habitual patterns and routines, but growth often requires discomfort. Just as muscles need to be stressed to grow stronger, our psychological and emotional muscles need challenges to develop. When you actively embrace adversity, you're not just surviving your circumstances, you're using them as leverage to propel yourself forward. Stoicism teaches that we should not only accept the inevitability of adversity, but actively welcome it as a part of life. By doing so, we turn every obstacle into a tool and every setback into a setup for a comeback. The true measure of our character and strength isn't shown by how we enjoy success, but by how we face and use adversity. Self-discipline, the backbone of personal growth. Self-discipline is often cited as a cornerstone of success across all fields and endeavors. This is hardly surprising when you consider that self-discipline lies at the core of Stoicism, enabling individuals to live according to their values and pursue a meaningful life regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism doesn't just suggest self-discipline, it demands it as a central practice for those looking to cultivate virtue and wisdom. The Stoic philosophers, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, taught that self-mastery, control over one's reactions, desires, and actions is the foundation of living a life of purpose and integrity. Self-discipline is essentially about making choices aligned with your long-term goals instead of succumbing to short-term gratifications that lead you astray. It's about aligning your actions with your rational decisions, even when emotions or impulses pull you in different directions. For example, this might mean getting up an hour early to meditate or exercise, even when you feel like sleeping in, or choosing a healthy meal over fast food, spending an evening working on your project instead of binge-watching a series. Each time you make such a choice, you are exercising self-discipline. The self-discipline in the Stoic sense goes deeper than just resisting temptation or sticking to a schedule. It's about cultivating an inner strength that allows you to remain true to your principles in the face of adversity, distraction, and immediate desires. A key aspect of self-discipline is understanding that every small decision contributes to larger life outcomes. Stoics emphasize the importance of vigilance in everyday decisions, recognizing that habits formed in small moments set the pattern for larger life choices. This idea is similar to training a muscle. Each repetition makes it stronger. In the same way, each instance of choosing the harder right over the easier wrong strengthens your willpower and your ability to maintain self-discipline in more challenging situations. Furthermore, self-discipline is not just about controlling actions, but also about regulating emotions and thoughts. It involves recognizing negative patterns of thinking and actively transforming them into more constructive ones. This mental aspect of self-discipline is critical because thoughts drive emotions and actions. By controlling the cascade at its source, the thoughts you can dramatically alter your emotional and behavioral responses. Through self-discipline, we not only improve our lives, but also develop the resilience and strength necessary to face life's inevitable challenges with grace and composure. This kind of discipline ensures that when hardships arise, we can meet them head-on, not as victims of circumstance but as active, empowered participants in our own lives. Cultivating a vision beyond circumstance. Vision is more than just a goal or a dream. It's a profound understanding of what you can achieve, regardless of your current circumstances. This concept resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot, focusing our efforts only on the former. The Stoics understood that while we might not control external events, we can always control our responses and maintain our vision, regardless of external pressures. Cultivating a vision beyond circumstance means seeing past your immediate situation and maintaining focus on your longer-term aspirations. This vision acts as a guide, helping you navigate through life's challenges without getting lost in the frustrations of the moment. For the Stoics, this was about living in alignment with virtue and reason, aiming for personal excellence no matter the external situation. For us, it can be about setting personal benchmarks and life goals that align with our deepest values, not just societal expectations or fleeting desires. Maintaining a vision requires clarity and commitment. Clarity involves having a precise understanding of what you want to achieve, why it matters, and how you plan to get there. This might mean defining career aspirations that align with your passions, adopting healthier lifestyle habits that reflect your respect for your body, or nurturing relationships that foster mutual growth and understanding. Commitment is about staying the course, even when distractions, obstacles, and setbacks appear. It involves resilience and the ability to adapt your strategies without losing sight of your end goals. Moreover, cultivating a vision beyond circumstance also means being prepared to stand alone at times. The Stoic philosophers often faced adversity from those around them who didn't share their commitment to virtue and reason. Similarly, pursuing a vision that breaks from conventional paths can sometimes lead to isolation or criticism. Here, the Stoic practice of emotional resilience is crucial, helping you to remain undeterred by others' opinions and focused on your inner compass. This vision-driven approach to life doesn't just buffer against the negative impact of bad times, it also enhances the good times by providing a sense of purpose and direction. Each step taken toward your vision adds a layer of meaning and satisfaction to your daily life, making even mundane tasks feel significant. This aligns with the Stoic ideal of purposeful living, where every action is part of a larger narrative of personal growth and contribution to the greater good. In practical terms, cultivating a vision beyond circumstance involves regular reflection and self-assessment. It means revisiting your goals to ensure they still resonate with your values and adjusting them as you grow and learn. It also involves cultivating a mindset of perseverance and flexibility, allowing you to keep pushing forward even when progress seems slow or invisible. Your vision is your roadmap through life. It's more than just a set of goals. It's a manifestation of your values, dreams, and character. By aligning your daily actions with this broader vision, you ensure that no matter what circumstances you face, you are building a life of meaning and purpose. In conclusion, the journey to mastering mental strength is not just about enduring tough times. It's about using these experiences as catalysts for personal growth and resilience. Rooted in the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius Stoicism, this philosophy teaches us that obstacles are opportunities in disguise. By adopting a Stoic mindset, embracing adversity, practicing self-discipline, and cultivating a vision beyond circumstance, you can transform every challenge into a stepping stone toward fulfilling your true potential. We hope this exploration has inspired you to rethink the way you approach life's inevitable ups and downs. Remember, every challenge is not just a barrier, but a pathway to deeper strength and wisdom. Keep walking this path with us and continue to cultivate a life of resilience and virtue. Don't forget to check out one of the suggested videos on your screen to deepen your understanding and practice of Stoic principles. Together, we can turn every obstacle into an opportunity, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you. Thank you for being a part of the Stoic Way community.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're taking a deep dive into Stoicism.
Oh, nice.
To explore what it can teach us about, mental strength.
Perfect.
Especially in our modern world.
Absolutely.
We've got some amazing source material to guide us, so
I'm excited.
ready to unlock some ancient wisdom.
You know what I find so fascinating about Stoicism?
Yeah.
Is how timeless these ideas are.
It's true.
We're talking about Marcus Aurelius,
Yeah.
a Roman emperor, right, almost 2,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And his insights into handling stress and, facing challenges,
Yeah.
they're still so relevant today.
It really is.
It's amazing.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah.
And it all kind of starts with understanding the power of our thoughts.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have something like 70,000 thoughts every single day?
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That's a lot of mental activity.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And the Stoics were really onto something with this.
Yeah.
They recognized the sheer volume of thoughts
Mhm.
we grapple with. But more importantly, they understood the impact that those thoughts have on us, our emotions and actions.
Oh, for sure.
They believed it's not actually events that happen to us
Right.
that cause distress, but our own judgments about them. Our
Gotcha.
judgments about those events.
Okay, so instead of like reacting automatically to every
Exactly.
frustrating situation,
Yeah.
we have a choice
We had a choice.
in how we interpret it.
Totally. Let's
Yeah.
say you're having a tough morning, right?
Okay.
You miss your train, you spill coffee all over your presentation notes.
The worst.
It's easy to get swept up in that,
Yeah.
in that initial wave of frustration.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Stoic approach isn't about pretending like everything is fine and dandy.
Right.
It's about acknowledging that initial frustration, that thought of, oh no, this day is already a disaster.
Yeah.
And then consciously deciding whether to let that thought, spiral into a negative mood that
Right.
affects your entire day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like creating a mental pause button, isn't it?
Yes.
Like we get to decide which thoughts we
Exactly.
we allow to take root and influence our emotions.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Stoics use this powerful analogy of the mind as a fortified city,
Oh, interesting.
what they called an inner citadel.
Love that.
Yeah.
Inner citadel.
You are the gatekeeper of this inner citadel,
Yep.
and you get to choose which thoughts you let in.
Which is easier said than done sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, if I let every negative thought just take over,
Right.
I would never get anything accomplished.
Totally.
So
yeah.
for me, it's about, recognizing those thoughts, trying to understand where they're coming from,
Yeah.
but not letting them run the show.
You've hit on a crucial point there.
Okay.
The Stoic approach
Mm-hmm.
isn't about suppressing or denying
Right.
those negative thoughts altogether.
Yep.
It's about cultivating awareness,
Uh-huh.
recognizing them as they arise,
Okay.
and then making a conscious choice
Yeah.
about how much influence we allow them to have.
So there's a distinction there.
There's a subtle but important distinction between suppression and regulation.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
So for our listener, I think this raises a really important question for self-reflection.
absolutely.
How do you typically react
Mhm.
when those negative thoughts pop up?
Right.
Do they, control your mood and your actions?
Uh-huh.
Or do you have strategies for managing them?
Yeah.
Because the Stoics would argue that this ability
Oh, yeah.
to manage our thoughts
For sure.
is essential for building mental strength.
Totally.
And this kind of leads us perfectly into
Yes.
how the Stoics viewed challenges and obstacles,
I love this part.
which I think you'll find really fascinating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Stoics didn't just tolerate challenges,
Okay.
they embraced them. There's this famous quote by Marcus Aurelius
Okay.
that really captures this idea. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way.
Wow.
Powerful.
It's such a powerful reframe.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing obstacles as like
As roadblocks.
roadblocks,
Yeah.
they viewed them as opportunities
As opportunities.
for growth and learning.
Exactly. Think about it this way.
Okay.
Imagine you unexpectedly lose your job.
Ooh, tough.
It's a difficult and disorienting experience.
For sure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But from a Stoic perspective,
Okay.
this seemingly negative event
Wow.
can become a catalyst for positive change.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It can force you to reevaluate like your career path.
Exactly.
Maybe explore options you hadn't considered before.
Totally.
Or even, develop new skills
For sure.
that make you even more marketable.
That's it.
So it's about shifting your perspective.
Yes.
And looking for the potential
That's it.
within the challenge.
And it's not just about, major life events like job loss.
Right.
This applies to everyday challenges too.
Okay.
Like dealing with difficult people.
Oh, the worst.
As frustrating as those situations can be,
Yeah.
the Stoics would argue that they offer us valuable opportunities to
Right.
practice patience, understanding,
Great. Yeah.
and even improve our communication skills.
Interesting.
It's like resistance training,
I was just thinking that.
but for your character.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
It does.
We know that to build physical muscle,
Yeah.
we need to challenge our bodies
Yeah.
with resistance.
Right?
And the same principle
Yeah.
applies to developing,
Mental and emotional.
mental and emotional resilience.
Totally.
We need to embrace those challenges,
Yep.
those difficult situations, as opportunities to grow stronger.
Embracing challenges rather than shying away from them
Right.
is how we build resilience
Makes sense.
and develop into stronger, more well-rounded individuals.
I like that.
And this brings us to another core principle of Stoicism
Okay.
that's absolutely essential for navigating those challenges.
Let's hear it.
Self-discipline.
Because, let's be honest, it takes a lot of willpower
It does.
to face those obstacles head on.
Yeah.
And not just give in to the urge to,
To avoid them.
avoid them or just crumble under pressure.
Yeah.
The Stoics really emphasize self-discipline
Oh, yeah.
as the bedrock of a strong
Absolutely.
and virtuous life, didn't they?
Self-discipline was absolutely fundamental to their philosophy.
Okay.
They saw it as the ability to act according to our values and our reason,
Okay.
even when our emotions are pulling us
Right.
in a completely different direction.
It's tough.
It is. It's about making conscious choices
Yeah.
that align with our long-term goals,
Right.
even when they're difficult
Yeah.
or require us to resist immediate gratification.
So this could look like, choosing a healthy meal
Yes.
when you're really craving that
That greasy burger.
greasy burger, or like
Yeah.
sticking to your workout routine,
Mm-hmm.
even when you're feeling tired
Yeah.
and you just want to stay on a couch.
It's hard,
It's about those small everyday choices
right?
that demonstrate our commitment
Exactly.
to our values and goals.
And the Stoics were incredibly insightful in recognizing
Yeah.
that those small, seemingly insignificant choices have a cumulative effect
Oh, interesting.
over time.
Okay.
Each time we resist that tempting donut
I love donuts.
or push ourselves to go for that run,
I should probably do that more.
we're strengthening our self-discipline muscle.
I like.
It's like building mental and emotional fitness
Okay.
through consistent, intentional action.
Yeah.
Consistent, intentional action.
That makes a lot of sense. And they didn't limit self-discipline to,
No.
just our actions.
Exactly.
It also extended to,
To regulating our thoughts and emotions.
right, regulating our thoughts and emotions.
They believed that we can train our minds
Uh-huh.
to recognize those negative thought patterns and consciously choose to shift them.
That's powerful.
It is powerful
Yeah.
because our thoughts ultimately drive our actions. So if we can learn to manage our thoughts effectively,
Okay.
we gain greater control over our behavior and ultimately our lives.
It's all connected.
It is? It is.
And this connects beautifully to a larger concept
Yes.
that the Stoics were deeply interested in,
Okay.
which is all about aligning our actions with our vision
Our vision, yes.
for the kind of person we want to be,
Yeah.
the kind of life we want to create,
I love that.
which brings us to this incredibly intriguing idea
Ooh, yes.
of cultivating a vision that transcends our circumstances.
This is where things get really interesting.
I can't wait to dive deeper into this with you.
Me too. This concept of vision in Stoicism,
Yeah.
it goes beyond simply reacting
Okay.
to whatever life throws at us. It's about taking a proactive approach,
I like that.
about intentionally designing
Okay.
the life you want to live.
So it's about
It is.
not only surviving whatever difficulties come our way,
Uh-huh.
but actually thriving
Yes,
and flourishing despite them
that's it.
and intentionally working towards our own
Yes.
definition of success.
The Stoics were big on this idea
Okay.
of having a clear vision for your life.
Yeah.
A guiding purpose
Okay.
that helps you navigate
Yeah.
the inevitable ups and downs.
We all have them.
We do.
Yeah.
And they identified two essential ingredients for actually making this happen.
Give them to me.
Clarity and commitment.
So clarity is about
Yes,
understanding what truly matters to us, right?
that's right.
It's about figuring out our core values, our priorities in life.
Yeah.
What do we want our relationships to look like? What kind of work
Yeah.
do we find fulfilling?
That are non-negotiable.
Exactly. Like, what are those things we're just
Right.
absolutely unwilling to compromise on?
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, cool.
And it goes beyond those,
Okay.
big picture areas too.
Oh, yeah.
Clarity also involves understanding our strengths, our weaknesses, and even our tendencies.
Interesting.
This level of self-awareness helps us set realistic goals that are truly aligned with who we are and what we want.
So once we have that clarity, that's where the commitment comes in.
That's where the commitment comes in.
Right.
It's about sticking to that vision.
Okay.
Those goals we've set for ourselves, even when obstacles inevitably arise.
Because they do.
They always do.
Yeah.
Commitment is the fuel.
I like that.
That keeps us moving forward, even when things get tough.
Okay.
Even when we encounter setbacks or face criticism from others.
Because pursuing our own unique vision can be...
It can be a challenge.
A challenge, yeah.
It might mean making choices that others don't understand, taking risks that make people uncomfortable.
Right. We have to be willing to...
Sometimes we have to be willing to go against the grain.
Yeah, to stand out from the crowd.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's where the Stoic emphasis on emotional resilience comes in.
Interesting.
It's about not allowing the opinions or judgments of others to derail us from our chosen path.
It's about trusting our own instincts.
It is.
Believing in our vision.
Yes.
Even when others don't.
Even when others don't.
Yeah.
It's about having the courage to be true to ourselves, even when it's difficult.
It's tough.
It is that inner strength, that unwavering commitment to your vision is what allows you to weather the storms and stay the course.
It's like an anchor.
It is. Right. And remember, this concept of vision in Stoicism isn't some, abstract, lofty ideal.
Okay.
It has very real and practical applications.
Give me an example.
In our everyday lives.
Because when you have
that clear sense of purpose, even the mundane tasks take on new meaning.
Interesting.
You're not just going through the motions, checking things off your to-do list.
Right.
You're taking deliberate steps towards something bigger, something that truly matters to you.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like having an internal compass.
Okay.
That North Star.
Right.
Guiding you through the complexities of life.
Yeah.
Each choice you make, each action you take becomes a step towards realizing that vision you've created for yourself.
Which is why the Stoics were such strong advocates for
regular self-reflection.
They
understood that this process of cultivating a vision and living in alignment with it isn't a one-and-done thing.
Okay.
It requires us to regularly check in with ourselves to make sure our actions are still in harmony with our goals.
Yeah.
Self-reflection helps us identify areas where we might have veered off course, where we might need to make adjustments to our approach. It's about staying adaptable.
I see.
Learning from our experiences and refining our vision along the way.
And we can't forget the importance of
perseverance.
Right.
As much as we might plan and prepare, things rarely go exactly as we envision them.
That's true.
There will inevitably be setbacks and challenges.
Moments when we feel like giving up altogether.
We've all been there.
We have.
Yeah.
Those are the moments when our true strength is tested.
That's interesting.
The Stoics believed that perseverance, the ability to pick ourselves up after a fall and continue striving towards our vision is what ultimately separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't.
Makes sense.
It's about having that grit, that determination to keep going, even when faced with adversity.
But it's not about, mindlessly pushing forward.
It's about learning from our setbacks, adapting our approach as needed, and recommitting to our vision with even more conviction than before.
Powerful.
It is.
And this journey of mastering mental strength.
Yes.
Of cultivating a clear vision.
And living in alignment with it.
Is
an ongoing process.
It's a journey. It's not a destination.
It's not about reaching
It's not about reaching some perfect state of stoicism. But rather about constantly learning, growing, and evolving as we navigate the complexities of life.
That makes sense.
So as we wrap up
Okay.
this deep dive into the Stoic approach to mental strength.
Okay.
I want to leave you with a final thought.
I like it.
Think about one area in your life,
Okay.
maybe something you're facing right now, where you can apply these Stoic principles.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's a challenge that you can reframe as an opportunity for growth.
Right.
Or maybe there's a choice you can make today, even a small one, that aligns with your long-term vision for yourself.
I like that.
Remember, the Stoics weren't just philosophers sitting in ivory towers. These were people who lived and breathed these principles in their daily lives.
It's true.
We're talking about Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who faced wars, political turmoil, and personal losses.
For sure.
And yet he found strength and resilience in these very practices.
Interesting.
His writings weren't just theoretical musings. They were born from real-world experience.
So what does this all mean for us today?
Well, I think it's a reminder
Okay.
that we all have the capacity
Yeah.
to cultivate mental strength.
It's not about becoming.
It's not about becoming emotionless
Right.
or indifferent to life's challenges.
Yeah.
It's about learning to navigate the ups and downs.
The ups and downs, yeah.
With greater clarity, resilience, and purpose.
I like that.
And that's something anyone can develop with practice.
Practice makes perfect.
And intention.
And intention.
It's about showing up for ourselves day after day, making choices that reflect our values.
Okay.
And remembering that even small steps forward can make a big difference over time.
That's encouraging.
It is.
Yeah.
So we encourage you
to
keep exploring Stoicism and its practical applications.
I think that's great advice.
There's a wealth of wisdom to be found in these ancient texts.
Yeah.
And it's just waiting to be discovered.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Of course. It was my pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful.
Yes.
And maybe even a little bit inspiring.
I hope so.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Keep diving deep.